Many questions in the UPSC exams are directly sourced from the NCERT. The best example will be in the year 2016, which is around 5 questions have directly sourced from the NCERT books. The questions are very useful for the mains answer writing. You can start answer writing through the NCERT itself. Hello everyone. Today we'll see about the list of NCERT books suggested by UPSC mentors as well as the toppers. When it comes to reading, it's not only about what you read but also how you read. As NCERT books are must for all the UPSC aspirants, it also becomes most important to know how to read them. Let's first take a look at why should read NCERT books. Why NCERTs are important for UPSC? How many NCERT books do you need to read? How much time does it take to cover all the NCERTs? We'll see each and everything little bit detail about in this video. I am going to clear all the myths of the NCERT. The first we'll see about the importance of the NCERT and some of the tips for using NCERT books for the UPSC preparation, and we'll also address some of the FAQs on the NCERT for the UPSC, and we'll also look some important points to remember while preparing the NCERT, as well as we'll see which books are required for the UPSC. These are the things we are going to look about, and first of all we'll look why NCERT is important, and we'll also talk about the importance of the NCERT. What is NCERT? First of all, the National Council of Educational Research and Training is an autonomous organization set up in 1961 by the Government of India, specially to assist and advise the central and the state government on policies and programs for the qualitative improvement in the school education. That is the main motto of the NCERT. Why NCERTs are important for UPSC? We'll see about the importance of the NCERT. It provides a strong foundation. Yes, the NCERT provides a strong foundation, a solid foundation of the knowledge that aspirants can use as a base for their preparation. Again, it explains the concept in a simple language. We can talk about the clear concept. The concepts are very clear over there, and they use simple language to explain the subjects, making them easy to understand. This helps build a strong foundation on the concepts that are essential for understanding more advanced topics we can talk about. And again, it provides reliable information. Yes, of course, we can rely upon the information. They provide authentic information. The books are compiled by the experts after extensive research, so we can rely on the information that are provided through NCERT. And next, if we talk about the previous year questions, again this is also a very important thing. Many questions in the UPSC exams are directly sourced from the NCERT. The best example will be in the year 2016, which is around 5 questions have directly sourced from the NCERT. Again, it is a very important. And the next, if we talk about the maps and the information, again this is also one of the importance of the NCERT. I'll give you an example of the geography. Like NCERT geography books provides a map and information about the different climatic regions, which can help in this, especially in the answer writing questions, right? Answering the questions and the main perspective, it is very important, especially the maps and the information it provides. Again, it helps in link static knowledge with the dynamic events. Yes, the static knowledge as well as the current affairs, the dynamic events will be present in the NCERT. They keep on updating. And if I talk about it help you to revise. Yes, this is also one of the important point we can talk about, that it help revise. Again, it covers comprehensive. So while making them use for the both prelims as well as the mains, these are the things we usually talk about, the importance of the NCERT. Tips for using NCERT books for UPSC preparation. First of all, you have to select the right NCERT books for each subject. I'll provide you a list of the NCERTs which are very important for the each subject. And the second one, create a study plan. You have to create a study plan because NCERTs are having a multiple number of the books, right? We have to read about more than 30 to 40 books in total, and it would take about the 3 days to complete one book, right? Which is again, in a one book it contains 14 to 16 chapters. So in total it would take around 2.5 to 3 months to read all the NCERTs if you go in a detailed way. So you start create a study plan. First of all, you make a timetable of yourself. Whatever the time which is suitable for you, please make a timetable according to you yourself. And the next, note how much time do you have in your hands and how much you can devote to this, especially the NCERT. And the next, make a to-do list. That is a very important. To-do list is very important. Right? Then make a to-do list for the topic and subjects for the each topics as well as the subjects for 1 month. Then break down this 1 month to-do list 1 month to 1 week. Then break down this 1 week to 1 day. 1 day. So this is how you create your own study plan. This way usually you can achieve more in a less time if you start preparing in a proper timetable. And if we talk about after that, start making a notes. Right, the notes plus current affairs. Especially we will always advise the notes you start making, especially for the class 11th and 12th. These are the very important one. You no need to take a notes for the class 6 to 10th. You just give one reading for the basic understanding. That is more than enough. And the next, you start revising the concepts whichever you have started making the notes, right? Again, you also add the current affairs point wherever you will get a points about the current affairs. You keep on adding for the NCERTs. Then after that, start revising the concept. See, while reading, we always suggest go with the read subject wise, not the class wise. Which is the best method if we talk about? I always recommend as the subject wise, because according to my experience, I can see not only my experience and many others, the toppers experience also, they'll say the best method is to read them by the subject wise, as you will get your concept clear and also retain the information much longer. That is a very important thing. Again, if I talk about the reading NCERT books subject wise, especially for the exam preparation, and you have to swim into that, dive into the information, right? Dive into the NCERT. That will be a very fine for you. And if you read the NCERT books wise, especially if I talk about the subject wise, you will understand the subject quickly and your basic knowledge gets more substantial and the concept get clearer. That is the main thing. The concept will be cleared. But in contrast, if you read the NCERT by the class wise, what is going to happen? If you read the book by the class wise, you will get less knowledge, because this method creates a gap between the same subject, right? I'll tell you a simple logic. For example, more time in the sense, if you give a more gap between the same subject, the more memory you will lose, because you are not able to connect the each and every chapter. So if you give a less time for the less time in the sense, if there is a no gap between the same subject, so the memory will be more. So better you always go with the subject wise, not the class wise. And again, if after that you start your UPSC preparation from the class 6 NCERT, right? And complete all the chapter from this chosen subject in a target time, move on to another class. Then in the same way, read all the books up to the class 12th and complete the subject. Repeat the same process with another subject in the same way. Start revising every week again. Once again, If something, the chapters which are completed, please start revising again. The revising of the concept makes you a strong about the subject. That is the main thing. That is a key rule. Everyone will read the NCERT, but the person who can remember, who can start revising the concept, for them it will be a very more successful, and even the remembrance will also be little bit more. And next, if I talk about the FAQs, frequently asked questions about the NCERT. See, there are many questions, but I have taken only the most asked one. Right. First of all, how do I download a NCERT book PDF? Please go to the website of the NCERT book. Their official website, there is a free download. You can start downloading. Not only in the official website, you start searching on the Google, you will get n number of PDF notes. All the institutes have uploaded the free NCERT books. There you can go and check over there. And the second question will be, can we avoid NCERT for the UPSC? What do you think? Can we avoid the NCERT? A big no, no, no. Right? No, NCERT books cannot be skipped when it comes to the UPSC CSE preparation. NCERT books help you, especially if I talk about, help us from a strong base in a simple and comprehensive language, right? These books are carry a minute details, that is a very important. It carries a minute detail that might become helpful in the answer writing, especially if I talk about in the mains. It is also not only for the prelims, it is also useful for the mains. A big no, you cannot skip the NCERT. Right. And the third question will be, does UPSC ask questions directly from the NCERT? A big yes. UPSC includes questions from the NCERT, and quite often we can see these questions are directly taken from these books. Especially the take, for the instance, I'll give you a case example in the year 2016 prelims, where the more than 5 questions were directly sourced from the NCERT books. See, a big yes. How many times should I read NCERT books? A part, NCERT books as a part of the UPSC preparation. See, while reading the NCERT books, one time can be more than enough actually for a basic understanding to build a strong foundation. However, you can always read them as many as 10 as you want, right? As you want, until you feel you are completely ready to move on to the next step of the books. Especially they are designed like a standard books. Until if you are feel you are completely ready, then only go to the standard books. And after this video, I'll also provide you some of the important standard books about the UPSC, which the toppers have been preparing from those books. And next question, is it necessary to read each and every NCERT text from the class 6 to the 12th? As now I said, see, it is very important for the some subject, geography, history. There if you start from the class 6 to the 12th, it is very useful. But give a glance about the class 6 to the 12th, give a one reading, because see, the 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, the topics which is keep on repeating, right? And that's why you better go to the 12th, 11th and the 12th. The 11th and 12th NCERT is far more better to remember, and you can also start making the notes for the class 11th and 12th. Just give a 6th to 10th class reading, just a one reading, one glance reading is enough. And the next, if we talk about points to remember, see, these points are very important. First of all, the concept, definition, and the background, any peculiar words, and the most importantly, the message of the particular chapter is very important. And the next, the names, dates, and especially any data and chronology which are present over there, that is also important. Especially in the, if I talk about in a history, the chronological order, the name of the kings, as well as the date when the war have started, right? These are the things, they are very important, so you have to remember from the that books. And the boxes, whenever we see the boxes and the bold points are also very important. Whenever we are reading, there will be a small boxes like they usually have, do you know, These are the things, don't neglect. These are the things which are very important. The information which are provided in the box, the bold points and the boxes are very important, and the question given at the end of the chapter. Please start solving the questions which is provided at the every end of the chapter. That is very important. Though it is MCQs, like a prelims based or the mains based, sometimes if you start practicing those questions, you tend to see there will be the questions are very useful for the mains answer rating. You can start answer writing through the NCERT itself. And the next, context and its application. You have to apply the context as well as the information which is given by the NCERT, and you start applying for your exams, especially if you talk about the mains answer writing as well as the prelims. NCERT books list will comes under second part. Thank you.